Hello everyone and welcome. This is Carlos from Everything Tech, and in this video I'm unboxing, having the first look and testing the Mio MiVue 688. If you like short videos, this is not the video for you, as I will give you some footage of the camera in night mode, in daytime, and I will unbox it and see what comes inside the box. And then finally I will give you my opinions on whether to buy this camera or not for the price / features that the camera does provide. Okay, so just having a look around the box, you can see it is a dash cam. It's got a 1080p sensor, it's Sony lens, and it has GPS built in, and it has a really nice feature, which is a lifetime safety cameras that you can get for the lifetime of the device. And at the back we have some specifications. It's a 1080p Full HD recording at 30 fps, high quality sonic optic sensor for optimal view and superior quality, especially in low light conditions. Safety camera warnings, which like I said a minute ago, has for the lifetime when you update on the computer, but I explained that in a little bit later. And there's GPS tracking as well. Records your driving information so you can see a route of where you've been, and if you do get into an accident, it will be able to help you explain where you were. So it has a 2.7-inch display, again Sony sensor, GPS and 1080p. It has an 140 field of view. An 140 degree field of view is not very wide, but I would assume that by reducing the resolution you can get a little bit more out of it. And then it's got like you can swivel it around. It has a 1.8 aperture, a compass, and it gives you lane warnings, WDR, which stands for wide dynamic range, so you can see a lot brighter in the dark and a really nice picture in bright daylight. And then it's got the camera, and it's got a couple of more pictures. Okay, finally we get some other contents in the box, but I'm going to be unboxing it for you so you can see it in just 1 second. Okay, without further ado, let's cut open the wrapper and put it out of the way. Okay, so first thing to come out of the box is the accessory charger, which is a mini USB to cigarette car lighter. Put that aside for a second, and inside we got our suction cup, which is fairly small. I'm very surprised. This must stay really close to the windscreen, which is good. It's not sticking out too far out and interfering with your driving. So that's the suction cup. Quite a nice pull tab, so you can pull it out of the windscreen if you need to. And some manuals and information that nobody reads. So this is the inside of the box. It's got a registration. This one is warranty, and finally a manual to tell you how to install the camera. I guess this is quite good because it will explain to you how to hide the wire across the dashboard. So it comes from the top, glued through the top, and then goes on the side, and then it goes to the accessory port on the car. So it's got a micro SD slot as well. And it's got not much information, but it will explain you everything, all what the little icons stand for. So that is pretty much it. So I'll put that away. I'll give it a read before I go into the car and try this out. And then finally we have our camera. I really like that. I don't know how this would attach, but I really like it. I think it's going to be really nice in the car. Okay, so here's our camera. It's a lifetime warranty. Very small device. I mean, really small. I'm really surprised just how small it is, which is really good, I guess. Pretty cool. Very tiny. I'm really surprised just how tiny this is, and this is pretty awesome actually. Well, first impressions, I am sold. So that's where your micro SD goes into. On this side we have 4 buttons. One looks like recording. That's up and down. Those ones I would have thought that they change depending on the interface that is on the display. And down here you have a microphone, and you have the accessory port, which is mini USB. On the right hand side you have the power button. There's another, I would have thought that this one is like a quick snap button or quick record button. Alright, let's turn it on, have a look. Hopefully it will have some battery. And it doesn't have any battery. Okay, so I'm going to plug this into power and we're going to check it out. Okay, so after doing some trickery and putting the charger or the accessory lead onto an adapter to go onto the mains, I managed to get it to work, and now all I need is to take this micro SD out of here and put it inside of the camera. So it's meant to go just like that. Okay. Now it's time to turn it on and have a quick look at the features.
Welcome.
So going into the menu is the top button here, and then you got the arrows. Like all of the ones depicted on the display are the ones on the side of the device. So up and down are the bottom 2, and that's the select button, and that's the back button now. So file playback, I want to go into the first SD, so there should be, in video there should be something in there, yeah, which is my recordings. So let's go back. So in here you'll be able to have a look at your events, your video, your parking events, and the photos you've taken. Let's go back. Let's go down to the camera now. So on this one you'll be able to, oh, just the camera. That one just selects the camera. And it's 2 megapixels, so you can take a snap. So I guess you take a snap with the bottom one. That's it. And then let's go back. Sound recording. On or off, you can have it on or off. Go back one more time. There you go. Driving safety. You got calibration, which is for what? Please adjust your device to align the red line with the horizon and the green line with the center of the line. Okay, that's quite cool actually. And then you can calibrate it like that. Please align the blue line with the hood. Pretty cool. Okay, so lane departure warning system is next. So you can either have a voice or beep to warn you when you departed lanes. Let's leave that off for the time being. Headlight reminder. So that one on or off as well. Driver fatigue alert. On that one, either, yeah, so you can set the amount of time you want for it to warn you when you've been driving for too long. Eco driver wall indicator, on or off as well. Carrying on going down. FCWS, front car warning system maybe. Then safety cameras. This is where you set up your alerts for the safety cameras. Alert sound as a beep or voice. and you've got alert distance, also alert method, smart alert or standard alert. So it's like if you're going in between a certain miles an hour, so if you're going 10 miles an hour above the speed limit, then it will warn you. Cruise speed alert, and custom safety cameras. So here is where if you see a safety camera that is not in the system, you can click the button and it will allow you to enter the camera into the system. Okay, so let's go back one more time. Oh no, I went too far. So safety cameras, go down. Parking mode, this is where you leave it for detection, and it will be recording when you leave the car. Detection method, so we've got detection, on or off, detection method, both motion and G sensor, only G sensor or only motion, auto entry, easy, medium, difficult or manual, motion detection, so here you can adjust motion detection, G sensor sensitivity. I'll leave that on all on standard, so I can just use it straight out of the box, as anybody that doesn't know too much about dash cameras will do, who will just wanted to record the journey. So LED indicator, on or off. So that's the parking mode. There's so many menus in this, it's incredible. So many options. So video clip length, and you've got wide dynamic range. So let's go again. So 3 minutes, 5 minutes or 1 minute. Wide dynamic range, so on or off. Exposure compensation, +1 or -1. G sensor sensitivity, stamps, and speed stamp, text stamp, so you can write whatever you like. In this one I might customize it. System, the satellite, so like the GPS. So at the moment I'm indoors, so I will only have one, but if I go outside then it'll pick up more satellites. I don't have a position yet. So the date and time, you use GPS time, I'll leave it like that. System sound, on or off. Welcome sound, on or off. Volume, LCD standby. Languages, so in languages you can get English, Netherlands, French, Italian, Dutch, Spanish, Portuguese, Polski, Magyar, Romanian, Slovensky, Czech, and this one I don't know, Lithuanian, and that's it. Distance in units, I want imperial. Storage allocation, so I have 5 GB for video, 1.5 GB for events. Parking is off, photos 75 MB. So here you can restore defaults, and here you can find out the version of the safety cams and the version of the software, of the firmware of the device. At the bottom you have format first SD card. I'm not going to do that just now, and it looks like that's it. That's it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you to the computer and I'm going to update the safety cameras on the device, and I'm going to update the firmware on the device, and I'll explain you how to do all of that And also I'm going to be taking the camera on the road, and I'm going to go out in the daytime and at nighttime, just so you guys can see what sort of footage you can get out of this device. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, as you can see, I've already got the MiVue Manager here, but I'm going to quit that just for a second so you guys can see exactly what I did to get there. So go into your browser. I'm using Safari, and I'm on a Mac, and obviously you're going to download the right version for the version of the OS you're running. So if you're in Windows, you're going to download the Windows version. If you're on the Mac, you're going to download the Mac version. So all you do is just write the name of your camera. I think that's the easiest way to get there. So in my case, it's the MiVue 688, and as you can see, it's the first link. So MiVue 688 by Mio. So you click on that one, and then you want to go to the support bit. When you get to the support bit, you'll see an interface like this one, and then you just pick your model out of the devices here. So in my case, I have the MiVue 688, which is here, and the page will refresh, and now you get all the downloads for your product, including the safety cameras, the download manager, which is, the MiVue Manager, which this one is for Mac, this one is for Windows, the software update, and the user manual. And you got some frequently asked questions at the bottom as well if you need to check it out. Okay, so let's update the cameras to begin with. So all you need to do, I've downloaded them already, but I'm going to explain to you exactly what you need to do to update your safety cameras. I haven't updated it on my device, and I will have a little window on the side now to see what's happening, and the MiVue Manager is disconnected at the moment. So click on the latest version of the safety cameras, and then you click on download. And then here it will give you the quick steps on what you need to do, and the download link is here. Click here to download the most up-to-date safety camera. So when you click on that, then you're gonna download, in this case it's, let me see, so if you click on that one, so you're gonna get the speed cam data FEU. So let me just close that one down, and that one as well, and I'm going to reduce this one for a second. So this one here is my SD card, as it's seen from inside the camera. Where you want to copy the bin file for the safety cameras is in the root folder. So copy it over there, and then all you need to do is disconnect the camera from the computer, plug it back in again. And it should update the safety cameras now automatically. So there you go. So it's now updating the data, and this can take a little bit of time. You can't remove the memory card at this stage, and you have to be connected to the charger. I am still connected to the PC, but it's now updating the cameras, and it's charging at the same time through the USB port on the PC. And then we're going to work out how to do the software upgrade of the camera's firmware, which normally fixes bugs and also addresses problems that the camera has, or gives you new features. I really don't know what sort of updates you get with this one, but let's go back into my MiVue website, and so this is the download that you want. You want to MiVue software update. Click on that link. So MiVue software update, you just click on the download link. All that it does is download this SD card DV bin. So you want to keep that one and copy that one over to your micro SD card. So you want to do that onto the root again, and insert the micro SD card into the device, switch it on. Again, the same thing as updating the speed cameras on the card. The only difference is that you will be updating the card's firmware. So it needs to be connected to power, transfer it to the root, and they can't have anything inside of the card. So delete all the folders inside. The camera will recreate all the folders on the micro SD card once it's finished updating the camera. Okay, so this is almost finished updating all the cameras, speed cameras. So let's go through it. I will speed up this video a little bit so we can update the camera next. Okay, so the camera now finished updating. It takes around 10 minutes to update the whole camera. So we're gonna turn it back on and see what it says. Okay, where are you, button?
Welcome.
Okay, so USB connecting again. Now, okay, I know this is not the way that they said that you could do it, but let's do it exactly this way, because it's much easier than having to take the card out of the camera and do all the messing about, putting it in a card reader. You can do it exactly the same way. So delete all of these files here, move them to trash, and then all you need to do is copy the update file, which is the SD card DV, over to the device, and then close it down. All you need to do is eject the card and then turn off the camera. Okay, so now plug the camera back in again to power or to your computer, it depends, whatever you got handy.
Welcome.
And then just let it boot, and it should start updating the camera. Here we go. So it's now updating the firmware on the camera. I'll speed up this video a little bit, but it should take around 5 minutes at least to complete updating the camera as firmware. And now it's done, all the firmware is updated. The only thing that I don't know if it's going to re-update the firmware if I leave that bin file inside of the camera. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out of the camera, and then I'm going to erase the card, and then put everything back on the camera and start it up again. So let's do that just now. Okay, so I put the memory card inside of my Mac, and I'm going to open disk utility. I can see it in here, so I'm going to just erase that bit there. I'll just leave it as my MiVue 688, and oh, it's actually not allowing me to do that, so I'll do it in FAT and erase that. Okay, so all of that is done, so remove it again. Let me just confirm that it's empty. Yeah, it's all empty. So remove it again and reinsert it onto the camera. And that's connected to the normal power. So that's it. That's how you update the speed cameras on the device and the firmware of the device. And now let's go into the car, set it all up, and do some recordings in the car during the day. Also some recordings during the night so you guys can see the quality. And then we'll be back here to discuss just how good the camera is as a package and if the price is a good value for money. Okay, this is my final thoughts on the Mio dashcam MiVue 688. I'm just finishing the edit and I just thought about recording this to let you know what I think of it. I mean, like, it's super compact. It's amazing. This goes behind your WinView mirror, so it will be, your WinView mirror will be on top of this and you can't even see it, you know. It's not showing you the road, it's just telling you like some details about the speed you're going to and the time. The features on these are amazing, but it also works out for somebody that doesn't understand much about dash cams. You can just bang it on your windscreen, plug it onto power, and that's it, leave it. It will just record the whole journey for you. Another thing is, it will also cater for the person that really enjoys all the features, all the tech that has been built into this, like front car warning system, lane departure warning, all the speed cameras, GPS, you know, it's got it all. You can get it now on the Mio website for £114. It's on discount, normally £156. I'll leave you a link below so you can go and check it out. I mean, like, if you're in a market for a budget camera, then this is not the one for you. But if you want something decent that records really well and the quality speaks for itself, you've seen the samples. I mean, this is fantastic. It's very small, very compact, there's everything that says on a tin, and I mean, like, for the amount of money that you pay for it, it's not really expensive. So this is my review, unboxing, setup, samples of the Mio MiVue 688. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.